You pick it up that well. Oh, got your mom picked up that well. You got her.
Mom's outside.
Yeah, I know. Taking her to Chili's later tonight. Action!
Well, we have a clapper in there.
Well, where's the clapper?
Do I need to go get the clapper?
No.
Okay.
I'm too lazy to care.
That's it.
Oh, we just talking about shit?
This is the intro. Let's talk bullshit time.
Might change work. How do you pay for your parking meter?
I use my card. So basically, it's like high patience is low amounts of money, but then as your patience dwindles, you're willing to pay more.
Yeah, so there's always that median.
Yeah.
And then he's like, I got two options. Well, technically three. I got three options. I can shoot her, shoot me, or bring the kid. WrestleMania's around the corner.
Yeah.
I gotta watch WrestleMania. So then he's like, alright, fine, fuck it. Alright. Think about high school girls. I get older, but they stay
the same age.
But they stay the same age. But yeah.
You know what's funny is when everyone does a Matthew McConaughey accent, it's always 3 alrights.
He only does two.
He does. He only does 2.
3 women.
But if you really think about it, three women at once. That's a lot of work on your part.
Something I can do though.
Isn't Japan part of Asia?
Yeah, but you're saying Asian, but no. This one's specific.
So wasn't I right?
No, yeah, but and then they come up on you like, hey, I just drank water. If you can't tell, it's all over you now.
Don't you know? Hashtag drive-by.
Hashtag, dude. He said thank you, so I punched him. 'Cause how dare he bring up Pearl Harbor? Fucking baby, and the baby just won't stop crying because I'm punching it. Or babies. You first thing is fucking stupid. Who cares? I'm in school now, but I can't math. To be fair, I've lost all math skill.
Yeah, no.
I could do addition, subtraction, multiplication. No.
No, you're out of frame.
I know. No. So I can do all kinds of things, right? But I can't do the I could just do what needs to get by.
Right, you have a calculator.
Like
for the rest.
like if I needed to figure out how many chickens it takes to feed my village if the apocalypse comes, I'm great. Like survival math, I'm fine. I don't need 2.314 of a chicken. Tommy has, no, it's fucking Tommy has 6 chickens. I have 0.
Tommy, I better fucking
6
share.
minus 6 equals I'm fed. Tommy's dead. Because that's how the apocalypse rolls. Spear in the heart. Alright, so the division. Speaking of math. We haven't done our thing.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, go ahead, go.
Hey guys, welcome to another Let's Talk Kaz.
You have a lot of buttons.
Yeah.
Sup, Joe? I'm doing the Kaz wave. Stop. Sup.
So we're going to keep this one short and to the point because we got a new system that we're trying to work with.
We ramble a lot on our videos, which is
they
great.
end up being
but they're 2 hours long conversation. Nobody wants to watch. I guess we're pretty funny, but majority of people.
I like to think.
I think we're.
I think we're good.
Well, I'm funny. I don't.
All right.
We got the one comment positive.
Well, that means we make sense.
We got one of our first comments, and it's positive, which is we're on the right track. On the right track. Take it in. Never mind. So big game came out last week.
The Division. I know we've been talking about it. I've been talking about it. How I've been excited.
I've been hyped. They showed this at first at E3 2013, right?
Yeah, it was a while ago.
So it's almost been 6 years. They've been working on this game for I think 5 now.
5.5. Well, no, because they had to have been working on it before they showed it.
Yeah,
to have
it was a lot. It was a lot of work too. They put in that working model.
Well, true, but then again, you look at what they showed, and it's running on 6 PCs at once. It's got all this stuff that they want to be able to do, so it's going to look amazing. It's going to have all the extra features, like the map feature. I was a little disappointed that it wasn't the same, but.
Oh, okay. Well, we'll get into that disappointment and stuff like that, but I'll tell you what happened with that one. So the overall impression of the game, just quick What would you rate it?
I would rate it a 9 out of 10.
Nice. I will be tougher on it because I expected more from it, but I still love the shit out of it.
It was exactly what
8 out of 10 for me. 8 out of 10. I was, no, I mean, even like, I'm talking like pre-beta, so before I played the beta. After the beta, 10 out of 10. Like, if I'm talking about, like, if I never knew about the Division, played the beta, what I expected from it, 10 out of 10. But from what I knew was originally coming, all this other stuff, 8 out of 10. And what I expected from it should be better. For how long they worked on it, too, my opinion should have been better.
But there's a lot of fucking stuff in there.
There's so much stuff. All right, I mean, I know... But we have to compare it. We have to compare it to
the only other game that's out right now that does close to the same.
MMO.
We're not drinking this.
An time. MMO shooting RPG that's on console is Destiny, right? So you're like, okay, what's the difference between Destiny and the Division? Well, Destiny's first-person shooter.
Yes.
Division is third-person cover-based system.
Third-person cover-based with first-person down sights.
Yeah.
Depending on if you have a sight
But if you have
equipped.
it, yeah, so that's not even permanent. And most of the time, you still don't even really like medium to close range. I never scope into my sniper because it's just easier. Because it also has auto aim. If you use from the hip, yeah, it has auto aim on so it's actually easier to shoot.
Yeah, and as soon as you kind of go in over the shoulder, the reticle comes down enough to where you can get precision shots at medium range.
Yeah, exactly. But like if you scope in, like you lose
and 12
auto
and 12
aim.
times on the scope doesn't feel like 12 times.
It doesn't. I don't think. It feels more like a 4 times.
No, it feels like it's 6 times. Feels like
I wouldn't
6.
know. I don't. I feel like it's a 7.5.
It feels like 6. 12,
feels like
12 would be like
5.2,
you're
3,
on
4.
34th, and then you can see into the intersection.
I have to
35th.
disagree. I would say it's 5.2 of an inch times.
You don't know what you're talking about.
I have no idea what the fuck I'm talking about.
Anyways, 12 times doesn't feel like 12.
Nah, yeah.
I do think that they should fix that. But
Let's just have higher powered scopes.
I mean, they might. I mean, there's more stuff coming out. There's a free expansion coming out.
Right, so the comparison, right? Obviously RPG gear. This one's gear based.
So the same thing for gears. You got your whites, your blues, your greens, your purples, and your yellows. So different levels based off different stats and different perks.
Right, white lowest, yellow's highest. Right,
yep.
So white, green, blue, purple, yellow.
So in this one, in Destiny, it was common, uncommon,
so
rare,
white, green, blue, purple, exotic.
legendary, exotic.
Yeah, this one is
worn.
I don't know.
What is green?
I just go colors.
Okay, well the last two
I got a blue gear.
The last one is high end.
I got a yellow.
And then there's superior. White is
superior is purple. High end is the highest,
which is yellow.
Yeah, I know the two because that's all that matters.
Well, now it's all
superior and high end is all that matters.
But so they do have that in the same aspect. The same thing is it does have the same aspect of you can do the story by yourself. You can do all the side missions and the side quests by yourself. Or you can invite people into your team and do them with other people. What's good in this one? 4 people instead of 3 in Destiny. 4, I've said it before, and the Division proves it, 4 is the perfect number.
4 is always a good squad number. They originally weren't, though. Did you know that?
Yeah, because like in the trailers and stuff...
It was originally 3, and then the 4th person could be a smartphone or a tablet person.
Yeah.
Do you know why they switched that? Because Watch Dogs was garbage. Yeah. I had fun on the Watch Dogs. Where they would chase you, and then I was on the tablet. My friends and I would go back and forth. Like, they would play, and I would, like, try to fuck them up. And, like, fuck you. Like, that was fun, but, like, the lag and stuff like that wasn't really worth it. So that's why they switched it to 4. That's one of the reasons why they changed the mapping. Which, I don't want to go into. I want to section off and get things stuff like that. But they changed the mapping, which we'll talk about later. But still keep in comparison, right? So you had the same level of gears, right? So you had 5 tiers. Mm-hmm. Difference, though, too, is when you got a weapon, you just had that weapon. And then you had a skill tree on weapons where you can change your scopes. But in this game, you get the weapon, and average, the max is what, 5 attachments, including the camo?
Scope,
underbarrel,
underbarrel, and barrel.
5, right? 5 is max. Now, not all weapons use all 5.
Right, because you'll get a pistol, and you can only do so much to a pistol.
Sniper rifles generally have 2, depending on them.
Scope and the barrel, depending. Or if you get like a magazine fed, then you can get one with a magazine capacity.
Right, semi-auto ones tend to have all 5. There are ones that have bolt action that can use level 5, but then the ones that are high power, like the carbines, they only use 2. But the biggest thing though is like, I would argue, and then but the storyline too, right? The storyline lengthwise is about the same, if not a little bit longer.
That was longer than Destiny's.
Right.
Well, it was okay.
If you're talking the main storyline,
if you just play the main story missions, it might be the same as Destiny. But just playing the main missions, you're not going to be able to be high enough level to do those other missions. So you're going to have to do the other stuff in the area.
And there's a lot of cool side missions, a lot of cool secret stuff. Content-wise, for story, it has one.
It does.
It has a great story. The lore that Destiny actually has a really great story if you sit there and read it.
Everything.
You're just like, how is this not in a game? Like, how is this not included, right? So for a bunch of backstory that you can't sit there and do...
Because you got to get the Grimmer cards, and then you read the Grimmer cards on your phone, and then you're like, okay, now I understand what's going on in this game.
Oryx was a what? But with that being said, so Destiny or Division was like, all right, let's have this main story, which was super in depth. But how else can we have more lore in this background of what's going on in Europe? What's now? The hidden cell phones, the audios. I don't have to go on my computer, click on Google Chrome, and go to ubisoft.com
and read the stuff
this shit.
I've collected.
I collect it, I open it, I watch it, I read it, I listen to it, and I get more story.
And it will play while you're playing the game.
Yeah.
And like it has echoes too, which are basically like recreations of parts of, New York that have happened that include like, how riots started or like how they played out, or like you'll find an occasion where, you'll get to a cleaner and he ends up lighting a family on fire. And it's like...
Oh, it's insane when he lights a family on fire. They're like, don't do it. He's like, oh, we'll do it.
It's just... The amount of like... I would say like... It kind of gets to you on some of them. Because like you're sitting there and then like there's the... Because did you find the echo with the... Yeah, to where it's just like, wow, if this really happened, this is what it would be like. This is terrible.
Yeah.
So the fact that and it's nice too, is like even including in Destiny, all the Grimmer cards and stuff. If you didn't know where they were or someone didn't tell you where they were, you would be online looking for that shit. But in the Division, you can actually unlock, when you go to unlock your main base, which is part of the story, it also unlocks the ability to know where everything is. So you can actually go out and collect it and gain all the information that you want instead of having to Google it or YouTube a video to find all the locations.
I like that.
See, me myself, I've collected it all because I actually got to the point to where it was like, well, wait, there's 16 of this story for this person.
Yeah.
Well, I want to know what happens next. Where's the next one? And then it kind of drives you to want to go find the other ones to figure out what happened. Like there's the vigilante one in there.
Yeah, I was like, wait, how high of a level can you get in the Dark Zone? 50. What level am I? 8? Oh, shit, I better start playing the Dark Zone. But the attachment wise, so let's talk about exotics, right? Exotics in Destiny was gear, which you can only equip one.
Only one piece of gear. And
one
weapon at one time.
And one weapon at one time, right? In the Division, they're exotics, they're high ends. You can equip them all.
Everything.
Everything
Pistol,
can be
main
high
weapon,
end.
second weapon, all of your gear.
Which doesn't necessarily... The high ends, though, don't necessarily mean they're the best.
Right, because you can get actually a superior, a purple that's better than your high end, damage-wise, but the talent or perks associated with your high end would outweigh the damage.
The amount of perks that are on gear... I would say Destiny has the most dumbed down gear system. If I was to compare this gear, the Division's gear, to any other RPG, it would be Diablo. Diablo's RPG. Also, the Division has, where you make mats, you can make your own high-end gear. You also get consumables. What?
9 minutes.
Yeah. You can have consumables. You can do all these other things. There's way more stuff to buy at vendors that are actually worthwhile. That's awesome. The only really big difference between the two, between Division and Destiny 2, though, is the PvP.
Okay. So now we'll get into main differences. PvP.
PvP.
In Destiny is like multiplayer PvP. You get in a game, you have to play to the objective. Winning team is the one with the most points.
Right.
The Division is you have an entire, it's like a quarter section of the map. You can continue to go in and fight your NPCs, but at the same time, you also have to worry about the other players, because if they want to, they can try and kill you and take the gear that you've earned in the Dark Zone. So say you pick up a piece of gear, you have to actually extract it out of the Dark Zone before you can use it. During the time that you have it before extraction, someone else can come and kill you and take it.
Yeah, because your gear's tainted with the sickness. Down with the sickness that's going on in New York.
The dollar flu.
Yeah, so you got to get that. We don't want to explain. It's a pretty cool story. But so like the flu, you got to get your gear cleaned up before you use it. Otherwise, you get the flu. You're like, hey, check out this. Here's the gear I got, and your friend's like, bro, did you get that cleaned up? No, I just put it on. Like, now we have to put him down like a dog.
So, and then crafting. There is actually crafting in the game.
Weapon crafting.
Which is actually really good, because if you don't get high-end drops, you can just make it.
You can get mats for it and everything.
Yeah, all you need to do is get the currency and be a high enough level.
Phoenix coins.
And then you can just make it. And the challenges, instead of weekly, which is a fucking bitch in Destiny.
Well, they had one daily in Destiny. This one has 2 dailies, or they have 3 dailies.
3 dailies and 1 challenge daily, which gives you a
which
high-end
counts
item.
as one of it. Yeah. So you got the 2 dailies challenge ones, which combined will give you 30 Phoenix coins, and then the third one will give you, which is the hardest one, their Nightfall, which they have a new Nightfall every day. If it were, which gives you 30 Phoenix coins and a high-end gear. Guaranteed. 1
high-end gear, guaranteed. Random roll, random.
Just make sure your fucking slots in your backpack are not full, because it does not teleport anywhere. It's just like, here you go. Oh, you got room? It's a backpack. I had a backpack. I mean, it wasn't high enough, so I wanted to use it anyways, but just went there.
It's just
magic.
And I'm taking it back.
But the
and so they're also going to include player trading. Thank God.
Later, because you need it. Because there's so many stats.
So much stuff.
There's so much stats. There's
so
so many different roles.
Because I'm running a damage build.
Yeah.
You're running mid, so damage and health.
Oh, I switched to damage.
You're switching.
I do like 130,000 damage now.
Okay, so you're doing damage too. But if you got your set squad,
that vector's so sick.
You're gonna have 2 for damage, 1 for health, and then 1 for like your tech skill, pretty much.
Oh, I do 0 for tech skill.
Yeah, well, I haven't found anyone who does tech skill yet. But, so then if someone gets a high roll on a piece of gear that you need, but then you have one that they need, you can just swap it. Or if you get an FAL, which I've been looking for, and I got my high-end Vector and you want it, well, all right, we'll trade.
Yeah, what I want is, I'm working for blueprints. And the reason why I want blueprints
is then you could just make it and trade it with
Make
people.
it. Yeah, and the biggest thing, too, though, is like when the raid comes out, it's like you're going to need to work on different style of builds. Like, I'll probably want 2 people on my team to be high attack, low health, low tech. Like, they just DPS this shit. 1 person really hardcore on health.
That way they can keep the others alive.
And then 1 person really focus on tech. If you do tech, you're like, why tech? Well, your stuff will regenerate faster, your specials.
Right, so tech would be like your special skills, like your turret damage, how long your turret lasts, your seeker mine damage, your explosive damage, and then your health perk would work better.
Yeah,
so if you drop like
gain more health.
If you drop a health pack on the ground that also revives, you will gain health faster and you will be revived faster.
Yeah.
So that's what tech's good for.
Yeah. So that's the big thing about the tech. So like why you would want that, again, the seeker mines, but like the biggest thing is like depending on the rooms, right? And then so like what that person would be, and then 1 person who's really hardcore in health, who's gonna have like 0 damage and 0 tech. But the biggest thing, you would have them run it with probably like a shotgun, and have them main focus, if someone's down, that's their job.
Go get them.
And then you'd have the tech person overheal them with the health thing.
Yep.
Pow! You're like, oh, so-and-so's down. You just hit them, health powered up, where you can overheal them. They run it. Like, if they're close, if there's a guy that's really close to them, they can pound onto them with a shotgun. Really do enough DPS really quickly, really close. Pick that person up and roll back. I think that's what's exciting, though, about this, is like...
It's not like Destiny to where it's, oh, I got 320 gear. All my stats are the same.
Yeah.
for anyone else at this same level.
Well,
But the Division
the
is...
thing too, though, is
There's so many stats. Like, all of your pieces of gear, you can get them with 3 different rolls on them, or all 3 at once, or 2 of the 3, spread out differently. All of them have different talents that work depending on how much stats you have into specific stuff. Like, I have a sniper rifle that works because I have high attack and medium health. So it unlocks both of the perks for it.
Yeah.
But I have my assault rifle. None of the perks are active because I don't have high enough tech.
Yeah.
So it's like you've got to figure out what you're going on. This is definitely not okay, well, I'm just going to put on all the gear with the best armor and go and play. This is definitely a build your character the way you want to play game. And that's what I'm happy about. Is it's not, here's a high-end piece, it's the best piece in the game, you can equip it, and now all your stats are fantastic. It's like, well, here's a great vest, as long as you can get a good enough roll on it, or it works for how you play.
Sure. And then the cool thing too, though, is that you don't have to. Starting a new character. The reason why you want a new character is that you can get more Phoenix coins. But other than that, you don't need another character.
Yeah, because Phoenix coins, like Strange coins in Destiny, you can only get so many per week.
Right.
Or you get them on random drops. The Division, you can farm everything as much as you want, except for the challenge missions. But you can pick up coins from named Lemon Bar tier enemies.
Sure. But yeah, so what I'm saying is all like, you don't need to do another character if you don't want to. If you want to stick with one character, you can do it. I know that's why I'm trying to talk fast. You interrupted me. But you can do another character. You can do things like that, which is awesome. You can stick with one character if need be. You don't have to farm 2 other characters if you don't have a lot of time. This game is in depth. That's what's nice. Is you don't have to do that at all.
Division, 100% if you're thinking about it. Fucking ditch Destiny. No one else. No one else is playing it.
Division's great.
Division is perfect. It's everything that you wanted Destiny
awesome.
to be.
I like the Division. I mean, if you're not into the cover-based system, obviously you're not going to enjoy it.
But it's perfect.
But I think it's great for it. I think it's one of the best shooter RPGs there is out there. I love it. I like the grind. I just wish the PvP. I wish there was a little bit more into PvP, but we'll see. Again, I was telling you, like Halo's Warframe, where you got to go attack objectives. There's AI there, then you can attack the other enemy players. That'd be kind of cool if they had some kind of clan war.
That'd be cool. Maybe in an update.
Yeah.
I mean, the first one that's coming out is free.
Super responsive. Free updates coming up, more content coming in for free.
Yeah, they're
Brooklyn. We're going to Brooklyn!
They're also going to be releasing...
No, Slave Tail!
Brooklyn. Once you complete all the side missions and encounters, they've already said that they're going to be releasing more. Pretty much every other day. After the first expansion, they're going to continue to put stuff into the world for you to continue to stay in the single-player area and do stuff at higher levels. So...
Buy it!
Ubisoft, you did good with this one. It wasn't complete shit at launch either. So
there's no face stuff.
No.
Face glitches. Oh yeah! You can change your appearance!
Clothes are amazing! It's the one thing that you thought you never wanted in a game, but fuck, if you find shoes just laying around, you are goddamn excited.
I get way more excited for clothing than I do gear. I'm like...
Clothes for the win, guys.
Purple pom-pom? What?! I look fucking good. If there's one thing I know in Division, if I can't take New York City back, I'm still going to look
amazing.
Fucking good. I'm going to look good. That's what I tell my friends. They're like, I got better damage than you. I'm like, yeah, but do you look this fucking good?
Do you have white trekking boots?
No, you don't.
I do.
I do. I look this good.
My hat matches my boots. Can you say that?
Yeah, alright. So you might want to end that audio.
Yeah, I don't know where it's still going.
It's still going. I mean, we can keep on trying to go.
I mean, is there anything else to cover in the
That's
Division?
really it.
I mean,
there's so much.
We could spend an hour on it like we usually do.
I think Division...
But
I think we will. I think let's do it right before the DLC content does. We'll do an in-depth overall talk. Because there's a lot of interesting things behind it. You know there's level 31 gear, even though they're 30, technically they're 31.
Well, they're going to do a level increase.
No. But I mean, right now, there's gear that's level 30 gear, level 30. If you scroll down on any of your gear, right at the top right will say 30. But if you scroll in the information, it'll say it's either level 30 or level 31. Level 31 gear tends to be stronger. Not all the time, though. But it'll tend to have better stats on it. Like, if there's, like, a stat between, like, 100, like it does 500 plus damage.
Yeah.
If it's a level 31, it will tend to do like 50 more or whatever. It's significantly more. That's why the blueprints, people are like, you don't want to buy the blueprints, but I do want to buy the blueprints.
Well, yeah, because blueprints, you're not, well, granted, the thing about blueprints is that you aren't guaranteed to get the highest stat, but at the same time, you could actually overroll the given stats. Like, I overrolled a sniper rifle. It was rated at 36 to 45k. I rolled it, 56k.
I'll have to try mine. That Vector's kill. I get this Vector, it just melts.
I like the Vector, but at the same time, it doesn't have the range I want.
But that's why I have mine. Luckily, I got a high in L86 LMG. So when I wanted, because like...
Why don't you just get an M60? Come on. 100, well, mine's 200 rounds, but...
But the damage on mine.
What's your damage on your L86?
With all the upgrades and everything like that, it's like 9,000.
Mine's almost 9,000. Well, you got some better gun stats, so...
The gun stats on it, too, because it's high.
On your gear.
On my gear, but the biggest thing, too, is the perks on it, too.
I want a high-end M60.
Yeah.
But
there is one.
I know.
I want to find it.
Alright, we're getting there.
Cool.
So, yeah, Division.
Do it.
We're
Buy
gonna be
it.
doing,
Love it. Get it.
This is part 1. So, like I said, new format is we're going to be keeping them shorter. That way we can get you guys more info really quick. Cut out the filler. We'll probably be doing some other just spoof videos pretty soon as well.
Maybe,
Stay tuned.
Maybe porn. No.
That's we can't talk about that. That's our other endeavor.
I'm down.
Yeah. Hey guys, we're back. Took a little break. Had some stuff to work out. Had some stuff to do. Some computer issues. All that kind of jazz and everything. Needless to say, computer needs a complete rebuild. So working towards that. That way we can get these out in a more timely manner, as well as they will be perfect and we won't have to fight with them all the time. But thanks for checking this episode out, guys. I'm doing the exit a little bit different. I'm showing you if you come and you check out my live stream on Twitch, this is what you can expect. So also, if you feel like it, you can also follow us there. You can check out Joe on his Twitch. He's streaming pretty much every day. KOGO Optimus Prime. You can follow him on Twitch. You can also hit him up on Twitter, as well as myself. You can see the links down there in that area. You gotta look and see where I'm pointing. There we go. Yeah, right over there. Also, you can check out the other Let's Talks if you haven't seen them before. They're going to be in the middle of the display. So, again, thanks guys for checking it out. If you want to, check out part 2. We're going to talk about some other stuff. Thanks guys. We'll see you in the next video. So, yeah. I'm gonna go get some food, maybe something to drink. So, thanks. Like and subscribe.